Welcome on MGSS YouTube channel. I am Dr. Misra with you to discuss some important topics regarding geometry, and today I am going to discuss polynomial and its type. Hope you have to enjoy this session. My dear student, last day I taught you that definition of the polygon, and I taught you that a polygon which is simple closed curved figure and made up of line segment only. Let's start to discuss one of the polygon. Actually, this is simple closed curved figure and it is also made up of a line segment only. If you name this polygon, then this polygon shows it is a triangle, and triangle is a type of polygon. Here you have to just focus side of the polygon. First definition today I have to discuss side of the polygon. Which one is considered as side of the polygon? Here in this figure, AB, BC and CA. These three are side of the polygon. The line segment which involved in the formation of the polygon is known as side of the polygon. Similarly, in the case of this polygon, if it is named by P, Q, R and S, and you can just notice that P, Q, R and S, P, Q, Q, R, S and P, S. These four are side of the quadrilateral or this polygon. So line segment which involved in the formation of any polygon that is known as side of the polygons or arms of the polygons. Second definition I have to discuss in the same figure regarding vertices of the polygon. Vertices, you know very well that the two line segment where it meet, actually meeting point of two definition of the vertex you can just give. First definition you can mention that the meeting point of two line segment is known as vertex of polygon, and second definition you can just give the common point of two line segment is known as vertex of the polygon. Let's discuss in this case. You can just see that two line segments AB and AC, both AB and AC meet at actually both having a common point A. So A is known as vertex of this polygon. Second, you can just notice that BC and AC meet at C, and this is why C is known as vertex of this polygon. Similarly, AB and BC meet at B, and this is why these three are the common point where two line segments meet, and it is known as vertices of this polygon. Similarly, you can just explain in the case of quadrilateral, and you can just see that PS and SR meet at S, SP and PQ meet at QP, PQ and QR meet at Q, and QR and RS meet at R. So these four are known as vertices. S, P, Q and R are known as vertices in the case of quadrilaterals. S because SR and PS meet. P, it is due to that SP and PQ meet at this point. Q because PQ and QR meet at this point, and R, it is due to that QR and RS meet at this point. So these four are known as vertices. So you understand vertices, sides. Now let's discuss. One is diagonal. But before starting diagonal, I want to discuss adjacent sides and adjacent vertices. Two conjugative sides. You know very well that these two sides have a common point. Which is known as vertices, my dear. Any two sides which have a common point are known as adjacent side, pair of adjacent sides. BC and CA has a common vertex or common point. This is why BC and AC are known as adjacent sides. AC and AB are known as adjacent side because it has a common point A. AB and BC are known as adjacent side, pair of adjacent side, because adjacent sides are two. So you may use the word pair of adjacent sides. In this case, you know very well that in the case of triangle, diagonal is not possible because all two conjugative sides are. But in the case of quadrilateral, you can just see that quadrilateral has four sides. And if you make the pair of two conjugative sides which have a common point, then these four pairs are possible. SR and PS, one pair because it has a common point. SP and PQ are adjacent side because it has a common point P. PQ and QR is a pair of adjacent sides because it has a common point Q. And at last QR and RS is known as adjacent side because it has a common point R. Any two sides which has a common point are known as adjacent sides. And these adjacent sides are these two. I just draw for your convenience. These two are adjacent sides. These two are adjacent sides. These two are adjacent sides. And these two sides are also adjacent sides. There is one more word, non-adjacent side. Non means not, adjacent sides, which is not adjacent. My dear, you have to just see that there is only one condition. Two sides which do not have a common point. Which do not have a common point are known as non-adjacent sides. And you can just focus. QR and PS. Actually QR and PS are non-adjacent side because QR and PS do not have any common point. Since it has no common point, this is why QR and PS are known as non-adjacent sides. And non-adjacent sides are also commonly known as opposite sides. Opposite sides. So two sides, non-adjacent side and opposite sides, these two sides. One pair of non-adjacent side or opposite side are QR and PS, my dear. And second one is PQ and SR because it do not have, these two sides do not have any common point. So these two sides are known as sides or non-adjacent side. Similarly, you understand non-adjacent sides? Similarly, I can give you one more example to discuss this one. Now you can just see that MISHR, and you can just see that here non-adjacent sides are. You can just see that this side and these sides are known as non-adjacent side because these two sides do not have a common side. MI, first pair MI and SH. Second pair is MI and RH because these two sides do not have a common point. So these two are known as non-adjacent sides. Similarly, you can just find for SI. SI is MR, non-adjacent sides, and RH, non-adjacent side. For SH, you can just write down MI, non-adjacent sides, and MR also non-adjacent sides. And similarly, for RH, you can just write down RH. MI is non-adjacent sides, and second one is 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 non-adjacent sides. So in case of MR, IS is non-adjacent sides, and second one is SH, the pair of non-adjacent sides. So you have to just keep in mind that any two sides which do not have a common point are known as non-adjacent sides. You must watch this video, and if you understand very well, then you mention in comment, because you are not doing any comment or discussion box that what you have like or do not like. You have to just mention, because it give me information that how can I do better. Thank you very much. Keep watching MGSS YouTube channel.